Okay, are you guys ready to have the best and easiest and cheapest medicine ball you will ever have? Of course, going into fall and winter, you'll see people order it a lot more at Starbucks, but let me tell you, Starbucks for that drink charges you like $6 and some change. You can buy all of the ingredients for this under $6 and make like gallons and gallons of this for yourself. So a medicine ball it can be made a couple of different ways. It is steamed lemonade, hot water, you mix that together, you add 2 different tea bags, which I'm going to show you guys, and I will give you guys a couple different, a couple different options when it comes down to the tea. So personally, I'm going to use one of the biggest cups that I have. Don't ask me how many ounces because I have no idea, but just to measure it and make it a little bit easier, we're going to do equal portions. So of course, this is just bottled water. I'm just using it because it's a little bit easier, but we're gonna throw this in the microwave because let's be real, every time I make this, I do not put it on the stove and warm it up. I just don't have all the time. So we are gonna add maybe if I brought it closer, that would be so helpful. We're gonna add 1 cup of water. Then of course, like I said, equal parts. I'm gonna take, if you guys saw my Trader Joe's haul, you guys saw me get the lemonade, or maybe I didn't show it to you guys because I forgot. But I'm just taking this. Of course, you guys know Trader Joe's is far from us, so it's not like I have this brand with me all the time. I typically use the Simply lemonade. And of course, we are not gonna add any sugar to this because, let me show you guys this. There's a lot of sugar in this already, so I don't need to be adding more sugar. But of course, to personal preference, if you wanted a bit sweeter to go with the tea vibe, I would go with maybe honey, maple syrup, or agave. So like I said, equal parts. So feel free if you want less or you have a smaller cup, half a cup of each or 3/4 of a cup, go to your preference. Now I'm gonna go heat this up in the microwave. My microwave is not the strongest or the best, so it's probably gonna take about 2 minutes for it to get like really hot, but I'd start with a minute and then go from there and then we'll come back. Okay, out of the microwave. It actually took like 3 minutes. Somebody please send me a new microwave. This is just taking forever. It would have been quicker if I would have done it on the stove. But so now that you have that and that's relatively warm, remember you can always toss it back in the microwave, so don't worry about it being like incredibly hot now. So now 4 tea bags. This I got actually at a hotel and I, just kind of pocketed a couple of these because I've never seen them anywhere until I recently went to Target, and in their tea section, I've only seen it at Target. Hopefully Walmart sells it, but the Teavana one specifically is what they use at Starbucks. So of course, if you can get closer to that, then that's perfect. But for a really long time before I had this, I was using one called Country Time Peach. And I got it at the commissary, I believe, but I've seen it at Walmart before and it tastes exactly like this. This is just, of course, a fancier, bougie, more expensive. So we are just going to open this. And let me tell you guys, this looks so pretty, by the way, in like the little sachet, but if you are not a big fan of tea, please do not feel like you cannot make this because I absolutely despise tea. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this or even care to see this, but it's just so pretty to me. Now we are going to add that in here and it will start to turn your drink almost kind of like a pink. Yeah, basically like a little pink orangey moment. Then once you have that one, now they, of course, don't use this one. They use like a Jade Citrus Teavana green tea one, but I've never seen that one at the store. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but this is gonna work just as fine. And literally, if you guys can tell by the packaging, I got this from another hotel, but let me tell you, it works. Like I said, I don't like tea and I especially don't like green tea. And when I like tea, it's like something like this, that it's like a creatively way that it's been done. Does that make any sense? So now we, of course, just like with tea, you have to let it steep. Now, of course, like I said, I am not an avid tea drinker, so I'm not going to tell you you can only steep it for so many amount of minutes and it's going to taste like this and it's going to taste like that. No, I leave them in there until I'm done with my drink, and depending on how strong or potent the tea bag is, I might even reuse them a second time. I know to some of you guys, she's cheap, she's crazy, but I'm telling you, it works. Those of you guys that drink tea a lot probably know what I'm talking about. Now, when it comes down to this, I mentioned sweetening or not sweetening certain things. I think the way it's made like this is perfect for me. If you want it sweeter but don't want to add sugar specifically, then just add a little bit less water or add more lemonade. Customize it to your preference. But I guess we'll come back when this has steeped and maybe change the color. It might not, and we'll see what happens. Okay, 5 minutes later, the color has not changed, but Do you guys see that? All of the like reflections of little lemonade pulp pieces. This, I'm telling you, thank God I'm feeling very healthy. We are all good in this house. But if you guys are feeling sick, you have a scratchy throat, a dry throat, of course, I'm not a doctor or medical professional, so I'm not telling you to not go and get help or anything. I said help as if you're just like drowning. But, you know, take care of yourself. But if you are just kind of wanting a pick-me-up or it's cold and you want something warm, make this. Lemonade, water, 2 different tea bags. You can even switch up the flavors, but if you want to make specifically a medicine ball from Starbucks, make this. I promise you will never get it at Starbucks ever again. So good.